There comes a time in every woman's life when she opens her closet, looks at a certain dress, and thinks, was I asleep when I bought this? Maybe it was from a time when fashion was more about squeezing in than standing out. Or maybe it's just that styles, much like life, have seasons. Now let's get something straight. This video isn't about putting anyone in a fashion prison. It's about freedom, the freedom to embrace elegance over trend chasing, the freedom to wear what truly suits your shape, your confidence, and the incredible woman you've become. After 60, you've earned the right to refine, refresh, and yes, retire a few outdated dresses that no longer serve you. Some may be too tight, too young, or just too confusing. You deserve better. You deserve you, elevated. So today we're going to gently, but firmly, talk about 7 dresses that just don't do us any favors anymore, and we'll explore modern, flattering alternatives that feel just as fabulous as they look. Because aging isn't the end of style. It's the beginning of knowing exactly what works. Before we jump in, be sure to subscribe if you love smart style advice, wardrobe wisdom, and a little laughter for the journey. We've got plenty more where this came from. Now let's open that closet and close the door on a few fashion choices that need to stay in the past. Dress 1, the super tight bodycon. Who are we squeezing for? Ah yes, the bodycon dress. Once upon a time, it may have hugged every curve just right. Now, it hugs a little too tightly, like it's trying to borrow your oxygen. Let's be honest, bodycon dresses were never designed for comfort. They're the fashion equivalent of holding your breath in public. Every move becomes a calculation. Can I sit in this? Will it roll up if I walk too fast? Is it okay if I skip dinner? The truth is, over 60, style should feel like a second skin, not a second job. Chasing the illusion of a 30-year-old waistline in a fabric tighter than your schedule just isn't it anymore. But that doesn't mean giving up on figure-flattering dresses. Swap the bodycon for a structured wrap dress or a draped midi with stretch. These options define the waist while respecting your curves and your breathing space. A dress should move with you, not hold you hostage. After all, you're not auditioning for a music video. You're living your life, boldly, beautifully, and unapologetically. Let's leave the bodycon in the early 2000s, right next to low-rise jeans and glitter belts. Dress 2, the cutesy, frilly baby doll. Are we dressing for kindergarten graduation? You know the one. High empire waist, flouncy skirt, frills galore. A dress so sweet it might come with its own lollipop. The baby doll dress may have had its moment, somewhere between your niece's birthday party and a questionable sale rack. But after 60, it sends all the wrong signals. This style is meant to be playful, yes, but there's a fine line between playful and infantilizing. And if there's one thing a woman over 60 doesn't need, it's to look like she borrowed her outfit from a toddler with fashion opinions. The baby doll flattens the bust, exaggerates the belly, and often falls at an awkward length that neither flatters the legs nor the dignity. It's cute, but not clever. And you, dear viewer, are both elegant and clever. Instead, opt for a tailored A-line or a fit-and-flare silhouette that adds grace without the giggles. These cuts celebrate your shape without making you look like you wandered out of a whimsical tea party. Frills have their place, on napkins maybe. But your wardrobe? It deserves sophistication, not sugar. Let's leave the baby doll look to the dolls. Dress 3, the overly flashy sequined dress. Blinding at 20, confusing at 60 sequins. They shimmer, they sparkle, and they scream, "Look at me!" But there's a fine line between glamorous and disco ball, and many sequined dresses don't just cross it, they sprint across in heels. Now don't get us wrong, we're all for a little sparkle. Life after 60 should absolutely shine. But when your dress is reflecting headlights, distracting dinner guests, or making small children squint, it might be time to reconsider. Flashy, all-over sequined dresses tend to look more costume than couture, especially in loud colors or clingy shapes. They often say New Year's Eve at a nightclub, when what we're really going for is champagne brunch with grace. A better choice? Go for elegant shimmer. Try a dress with subtle metallic threading, a touch of embellishment, or even a soft satin finish. These styles still light up a room. but gently, like candlelight, not a fireworks show, because the goal isn't to compete with a chandelier. The goal is to be remembered for style, not glare. Let your confidence be the sparkle, not the dress. Dress 4, the sleeveless, strapless number. Who approved this draft? The sleeveless, strapless dress. For years, it was the go-to for cocktail parties, weddings, and any event where you wanted to look like you just breezed in from a red carpet. But at a certain point, this dress stops saying chic and starts whispering, "I hope I brought a wrap." Let's be clear, this isn't about shaming arms. Your arms have lived a full, beautiful life. They've hugged grandkids, carried grocery bags, and maybe even waved off a few bad decisions. But strapless dresses can be unkind in ways you don't notice until you're tugging at them. Every 3 minutes. They flatten the bust, highlight areas we'd rather not highlight, and worst of all, they're one sneeze away from turning into a wardrobe malfunction. Instead, try a dress with elegant cap sleeves, sheer coverage, or a structured boat neck. These styles give you confidence, movement, and the subtle sophistication of someone who doesn't need to fight with her outfit to have a good time. You've got presence, and presence doesn't need a strapless struggle to be seen. So let's leave the strapless dress to the bridesmaids and the 22-year-olds still figuring it out. Dress 5, the loud, busy print explosion. What's the pattern here exactly? We all love a bit of personality in our wardrobe, but when your dress looks like it lost a fight with a paint store, or like it's trying to tell 5 stories at once, it's time for a fashion intervention. Busy, chaotic prints might have seemed bold and artsy in the past, but now they just overwhelm. Florals the size of dinner plates, neon tribal swirls, random animal prints mashed together like a fashion blender accident. It's not a statement. It's a distraction. These kinds of dresses don't flatter. They confuse. They draw attention to all the wrong places and rarely work with your skin tone, body shape, or accessories. Instead of enhancing your natural beauty, they compete with it. The elegant alternative? Choose classic prints with intention. Soft florals, geometric patterns, or monochrome designs. Better yet, embrace solid colors in rich tones that highlight your skin, hair, and presence. A well-chosen shade says more than a dozen wild prints ever could. Remember, you're the story. Your dress should be the supporting character, not the plot twist no one saw coming. Let's retire the walking wallpaper look and opt for timeless grace instead. Dress 6. The ultra short mini, because bending over shouldn't be a risk. We've all had that one dress, the fun one, the one that made us feel flirty, rebellious, maybe even a little daring. But if the hemline barely clears the thigh, and you find yourself constantly pulling it down while praying there are no strong gusts of wind, it's time to rethink things. The ultra short mini was made for a time when sitting cross-legged didn't require a mental rehearsal. At 60, style shouldn't come with a built-in list of warnings. Do not bend, do not stretch, do not sit without supervision. It's not about modesty, it's about dignity. And dignity can be stylish. You can still show off those lovely legs with a classy knee-length dress, a chic midi, or even a slit that says graceful, not gamble. These styles flatter without exposing and offer confidence without conditions. The modern woman doesn't need to chase youth by dressing like it's still 1973. She radiates allure through elegance, not inches of exposed thigh. Let's leave the micro-mini to the mannequins and choose hems that move with you, not against you. Dress 7. The shapeless sack. Dress, comfort, but at what cost? We get it. Comfort is queen. But sometimes in the pursuit of comfort, we trade away everything else, like shape, structure, and the small detail of actually looking alive. Enter the sack dress. No waist, no definition. Just a giant fabric potato with sleeves. It's the outfit equivalent of saying, "I give up." Now don't misunderstand, looser styles can be incredibly chic. But the sack dress doesn't flow, it swallows. It hides the very body that's carried you through 6 decades with grace. And worse, it makes you look tired, even when you're not. The good news? You can be comfortable and stunning. Try a dress with soft tailoring, a gentle empire waist, or a flowy cut that still nods to your shape. add a belt if it suits you, or go for a wrap silhouette that defines the waist without strangling it. Comfort doesn't mean camouflaging yourself. It means choosing pieces that feel as good as they look, and look like they were made for you, not borrowed from a furniture slipcover. So let's ditch the sack. You didn't come this far in life to disappear under a pile of fabric. So there you have it. 7 dresses that may have served us once, but no longer serve the woman we are today. Letting go of a dress isn't just about fashion, it's about evolution. Style is personal, and it should reflect the confidence, wisdom, and freedom that come with age, not fight against it. The goal isn't to dress younger, it's to dress better, to find pieces that flatter, celebrate, and move with the life we actually live, not the one we've outgrown. And yes, sometimes that means saying goodbye to old favorites, one zipper at a time. But trust me, when you clear the space, what takes its place is something far more powerful: presence. If you saw a few familiar dresses on this list, don't worry. We've all been there. The important thing is that style doesn't freeze in time. It grows, just like we do. And if you're here, watching this, you're already doing what most women don't. You're thinking about what works, what doesn't, and how to step into the next chapter with grace. So, what's next? Start by taking a fresh look at your wardrobe, not with guilt, but with curiosity. What feels good? What fits your life now? What tells the story of who you are today? And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and share it with a friend who might also be wondering whether it's time to finally say goodbye to that glittery bodycon from 2004. We've got more timeless tips, elegant ideas, and style wisdom coming your way. Because after 60, fashion doesn't end, it just gets smarter. Thank you for watching, and remember, true style has no expiration date.